Hi Jane, thanks for coming to my office again after hours. It was a bit of a hectic day today. Um, I've called you in, as you're probably aware from the email that I sent you to come and see me, that again from the last 2 months when we had the counselling meeting, we've had a look over the KPIs and they're sitting around the same level of what they were before. Okay. I've had a word with other division departments and other managers, and also one other store that's close by um, to where we live, to see if there's any other positions going. And sadly, at the moment, there's not. Due to not meeting company expectations for 9, 10 months now, longer than the probation period provided, and still being quite a bit way off of our other sales representatives, we've got no option, sadly, but to terminate your employment with our Australian hardware stores. I'm sorry to give you this bad news, but we'll do everything we can to support you for moving forward and going into your new role. I don't think sales is something that you should maybe keep pursuing. I would advise you to maybe look at something else that'll maybe suit your personality and strengths rather than the sales. It's obviously a bit of a reach for you at the moment. Is there anything you'd like to say to me, or anything that you'd like to discuss?
Yeah, well, I guess I just moved here when I started this job, and I don't really have much friends here or my family and a support network, so I've been quite homesick and I've found it quite hard. And also, I've had some health problems as well, which has made it more difficult, and that's why I think I haven't been achieving to my potential in this role so far. So it's probably been not because I can't do it, but because of other things that have been going on.
Okay, Jane, well, thanks for sharing that. As a learning curve for yourself,